Here is a spoiler-free review for Puppet Master: The Littlest Reich. It was just released digitally today, August 18th. It will be released on Blu-ray and DVD mid-September, I believe. But definitely pick this up. On Amazon, it's only 99 cents to buy or to rent. Either way, if you're not... if you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to buy this, I mean, it's the same price as to rent it. So just commit already. No, I saw some other places that are the prices for renting it are over $6. So Amazon is really the place to go, whether you want to buy or rent this. It's 99 cents. This film is the 12th Puppet Master film, but it is a reboot. So if you have not seen the previous films, no worries. This is the place to jump in. If you like this film, it's probably going to be a bit, and you're like, oh, I like this film, I'm going to go back and check out the others. This film is a bit different. It is gorier, it is grittier. The humor is a little bit more intentional in this film. But I'm not trying to dissuade you from seeing the other films. The first three Puppet Master films are enjoyable. They're campy. They're fun. So, just a little, I guess, warning. This is, as I mentioned, a reboot, and they are going in a very different direction. And it works. Without giving too much away, this is a well-executed gore fest. I think if you like really gory films, for instance, Terrifier came out recently, earlier this year, I believe. If you like that film, you're gonna like this film as well. They're not exactly the same thing, but the level of gore, the shock value in Terrifier and in this film are equivalent, maybe even more in Puppet Master. There's some things that you will not be expecting to be implemented in a film about killer dolls. Yeah, I'm going to do a little rundown, okay? If you do not, I don't think this is spoiler territory at all, okay? But actually, before I do the thing that I was gonna do, let me just give you a really quick synopsis. The main character is Edgar. He's played by Thomas Lennon. If you've seen Reno 911, or they did a reboot of The Odd Couple on CBS, you know who Thomas Lennon is. I can't talk today. My brain is shutting down slowly. I'm losing the ability to human. Thomas Lennon is a great actor, comedic actor in my opinion. He's one of the reasons that drew me to this film. He plays a gentleman by the name of Edgar, recently divorced, and also lost his brother. So 2 tragedies have befallen him, and he's trying to cope. He's trying to get his life back together. He runs a comic book store. He's also a comic book author who has stopped producing original content. And so he is missing his inspiration to continue as an artist. And he inherited a doll from his brother that passed away under mysterious and suspicious circumstances, and he finds out that there is a convention where dolls made by the same creator they're all going to auction them off. So of course he decides to go. He has a new girlfriend, and he goes with one of his work buddies, and a whole ton of mayhem ensues because you have several dozen dolls all in one building, and a ton of cannon fodder or knife fodder or yeah, all sorts of weapon fodder in this film. So the thing that I was going to do before I decided to do the synopsis, I'm going to do a rundown of the deaths. Now, I'm just giving you a general idea of what type of deaths you will see, but you're still going to be shocked. You're still going to be shocked because the way that these deaths are executed there is some artistic expression in them. So we've got 2 decapitations, 1 death by collision, 4 gunshot deaths, 3 people burned alive, 3 people stabbed, 2 people disemboweled, 3 throat slits, 3 people ripped in some fashion, 1 person scalped, 1 head crush, 1 dismemberment, 1 death by fall, and there are a whole ton of off-screen kills that I could not count. Approximately 25 kills in this film. The body count is high, and that is just my estimation. I am sure that there is going to be better YouTubers out there that can give you a more accurate number. Sorry for the jarring, the shaky cam there. We're going back to 2001, to the shaky cam era. Hey, up next, Blair Witch Project. Now, along with those statistics, there are also 6 boobs. So there is plenty of nudity in this film. So I'm trying to sell the film to horror fans. If you like gore, if you like shock value, if you like the Puppet Master films, if you're a fan of S. Craig Zahler, I am. He did Bone Tomahawk and Brawl in Cell Block 99. You're not going to be disappointed. As I mentioned, if you liked Terrifier, you're going to like this movie. However, if shock value, gross out gags, just tons of visceral, gore, if that bothers you, if excessive nudity bothers you, I'd say pass on this film. But other than that, I think everybody else will really love this film. It is definitely a new way to start the series. I think it definitely breathes new life into a franchise that had gotten a bit stale. We're almost at 8 minutes on this video, so I'm going to start wrapping it up. I give it 2 thumbs up. As you can see, there are 5 stars out of 6 reviews. That's only a minor amount of reviews, but generally I put it around, I don't know if I would give it 5 stars. I'm not really much for shock value. I also am not a big fan of, oh gosh, people are going to criticize the heck out of me for this. I'm not a big fan of nudity in my films. I like my nudity separate, excuse me. But I'd give it 3.5 stars. Just my personal opinion. I felt the shock value was a bit excessive, as was the nudity. That all said, the characters are interesting. Thomas Lennon, Barbara Crampton, and there's one other actor. I don't know his name, but he plays Edgar's best friend. He is definitely the comedy element of the film. His character is excellent. Check this film out. Only 99 cents on Amazon. What's your excuse? Have a great weekend.